to look at different cooking methods and the oils that are used and the impact it has on the nutrition of your food. On Monday, Hasna cooked for us a courgette kofta and she baked it, whereas traditionally it would have been deep fried or fried in oil. So she made a much healthier version. I'm going to cook chicken wings for us today, which once again, normally are deep fried, but I'm going to show you how to bake them in the oven. Please leave all your thoughts and comments for us on the WhatsApp group. Before we start looking at the actual cooking method and what this does to the vegetables, we need to consider the vegetables themselves. When you buy your veg, it can be fresh, frozen, or tinned. At this point, the vegetable is in its optimum state in terms of nutrition. What we then do to it will have an impact. Cooking food improves digestion and increases the absorption of many nutrients. For example, the protein in cooked eggs is 180% more digestible than that of raw eggs. However, some cooking methods reduce several key nutrients. The following nutrients are often reduced during cooking. These are the water-soluble vitamins, vitamin C and the B vitamins, the fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E and K, and all minerals. Vegetables are generally a great source of vitamin C, but a large amount of it is lost when they are cooked in water. In fact, boiling reduces vitamin C more than any other cooking method. Broccoli and spinach may lose up to 50% or more of their vitamin C when boiled. This is because vitamin C is water-soluble and sensitive to heat. B vitamins are also sensitive to heat. Up to 60% may be lost when meat is simmered and its juices run off. However, when the liquid containing these juices is consumed, 100% of the minerals and between 70 and 90% of the B vitamins are retained. So soups and gravy are a great source of nutrients. Boiling fish may actually preserve its omega-3 oils, so this is a big positive. Steaming is one of the best cooking methods for preserving nutrients, including the water-soluble vitamins. Researchers have found that steaming broccoli and spinach reduces their vitamin C content by only about 10%. The downside is that the vegetables may taste a bit bland, but this is easy to remedy by adding some seasoning and oil or butter after cooking. Microwaving is an easy, convenient and safe method of cooking. It has short cooking times, and so the food has a reduced exposure to heat, and so the nutrients are preserved. In fact, studies have found that microwaving is the best method for retaining the antioxidants found in garlic and mushrooms. Also, about 20 to 30% of the vitamin C in green vegetables is lost during microwaving, but this is much less than other methods. Ovens use a dry heat to cook. Most vitamin C losses are minimal with this cooking method. However, sometimes the long cooking times at high temperatures means that the B vitamins in some meats may decline by as much as 40%. Let's now look at pan frying. With sautéing, food is cooked in a saucepan over a medium to high heat with a small amount of oil or butter. In general, this is a healthy way to prepare food. Cooking for a short time without water prevents the loss of B vitamins, and the addition of fat improves the absorption of plant compounds and antioxidants. In one study, blood lycopene levels increased by 80% when people consumed tomatoes that had been sautéed in olive oil. With stir frying, the food is often stirred very quickly and the temperature is high, and the cooking time is shorter. One study found that the absorption of beta-carotene was 6.5 times greater in stir-fried carrots rather than raw ones. But stir-frying can reduce the amount of vitamin C for vegetables such as broccoli. Deep frying involves cooking food in a large amount of fat, usually oil, at a very high temperature. The food is often also coated with batter or breadcrumbs. It's a popular way of preparing food because the skin or coating maintains a seal, which ensures that the inside food remains moist and cooks evenly. The fat used for frying also makes it taste good. However, not all foods are appropriate for frying. One thing to consider with this method is that when the oil is heated to a high temperature for a long period of time, toxic substances called aldehydes are formed. These have been linked to the risk of cancer and other diseases. The type of oil, the temperature, and the length of cooking time will affect the amount of aldehydes produced. Reheating the oil also increases their formation, which is why you shouldn't reuse the oil in a fryer. Even if you use healthier oils such as olive oil, deep frying or even just frying will add a lot of calories to your food, so it's best not to have it too often. The extra calories typically comes from coatings including batter and flour, but also from the oil that sticks to the food after cooking. So for example, deep fried chicken wings will give you about 159 calories, whereas a roasted chicken wing would give you just 99. A high consumption of deep fried foods is linked to weight gain, especially in people with a family history of obesity. The problem aside from weight gain is the clogging of arteries. Saturated fats, when they accumulate, will sit in our arteries. Eventually, deposits called plaques may form. These deposits may narrow or block your arteries. These plaques can rupture, causing a blood clot, and may eventually cause angina, a heart attack, or a stroke. So for today's cooking demonstration, I'm going to make healthy chicken wings. So now for this week's weight management focus. I would like you to consider the way in which you cook your food. Could you use less oil? Could you try steaming rather than boiling? Could you bake in your oven rather than frying in the pan? Everything that you do to the food that you buy, even chopping it, will impact its nutrient contents. Using all the vegetable and its juice is the best way to get as much nutrient from it as is possible. Thank you for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave your thoughts, comments and any questions for us on the WhatsApp group. Until next week, take care, look after yourselves and goodbye.